So for the final piece, we're going to see how we can use the negative space to create a different kind of logo with the same design. So I will choose my rectangle tool. I'm going to go down here to the bottom, hold down Control, and make a good size rectangle. With my rectangle selected, I am going to go back to my node tool. I want to convert the object to a path. Sorry, the object to path. So you can use this little icon up here. It looks like a square with a green square around it. Or you could go to the path tool and do object to path. And either way, now you see our shape is converted to a path and it has the handles on all four sides. I also want to add those live path effects because now I want to curve the corners of this square. So I have now my rounding options, but if I want all four corners to curve at the same time, I can select, I can select all four. You'll see them all turn blue. And if I drag one, it will change all four because I selected all of them. All right, so there is my first outline for my logo. I'm going to just line him up over here. I'm going to duplicate that, move him over for the whale, duplicate it again, move him over for the car, duplicate him again, move him over for the rocket. Okay. Now how do we get these shapes inside those shapes? I'm going to go select this shape here. And the first thing I want to do is change the color. So I'm going to change the fill and stroke. If I want to now have this logo be red and have the outline be white, I'm going to change this color. If you notice down in the bottom of this panel, we have a color selection tool. So I can choose that as the eyedropper tool. If I go over and click on this red, it's going to change that shape to the red that I already used before. Now if I take this rocket and select it, and I duplicate that rocket, I can bring it down on top of this shape, and you could go change it to outlines if you can't see, but you can also change the corners so that we see how big it is inside. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We're going to do display mode, outline. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go, still too much. Okay. All right, so with both of my, I want to have, oh, where did I get this circle from? Okay, I'm not sure where that came from. All right, I want to select both of these shapes. Again, I want to go, now that I've opened the alignment tool before, it should be over here in your docking panel. So I'm going to click on the align and distribute. I want to align it vertically and also horizontally so that it's exactly in the center of that button. And go back to display mode, normal. Now I can't see that rocket ship, so I'm going to select both, path, exclude, and it has cut my rocket out of the button, so now I have one logo with the rocket inside. I can do the same thing here, so again I'm going to select the object, go to my fill and stroke, choose the eyedropper, choose the car color, go back to my selector tool, choose the car, duplicate, move the car over here, go back to my outline mode so I can see how big I want to make that car, make it small enough that it will fit, use my selection tool to select both, alignment tool to align in the center, path, exclusion, and if I go back, if I did it right and go back to normal mode, there we go, we have that one cut out. Two more times and we're almost done. I'm going to select this shape, go to fill and stroke, eyedropper tool, select the blue from the whale, selection tool, select the whale, duplicate, drag it down, view, display mode, outline, control, drag the corner so we can make it smaller. Select both shapes, alignment panel, center, center. While they're both selected, path, exclusion, view. Ta-da, we did it right. Last one, we already have the green selected here. This guy is all one object. Duplicate, move him down, view, outline, control, drag to make him smaller. Select both, align and distribute, center him up, path, exclusion, and here we are, the final moment. Now we have created all of our icons, we've created the logos, we've created the positive and negative effect inside the logos. For a finishing touch, I could select all of them and distribute them. Let's see, how do I do this without messing them all up? Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that. Just kidding. Okay, edit. Okay, and now we have all of our icons are done, all of the positive and negative effects with the buttons are done. For a final touch, we could distribute them so that they're evenly aligned on the canvas. So I could select all 4 of the icons on the bottom, and over here in my align and distribute, down in the distribute section we have one called distribute horizontally with even spacing in between, and when I click on that you can see it move the little whale over just a little bit. I can take this group of 4 now and move it down a little bit. Do the same thing with the top row, select everything on the top, distribute evenly with spacing between centers while they're all selected, move them. And there we have it, the final product. Congratulations on your first project with Inkscape, and I hope now you understand how to use all the Path Builder and Shape Builder features in Inkscape.